Howdy, 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 all you cool cats and kittens. Look at this. We did it like 2 times a long time ago, and now we're doing it for the third time. It's Redactle, the game where you take a Wikipedia page and slowly dissect it using your brain and your contextual guessing skills, and some hints also.
Yep. Jared, you might want to zoom in a bit in your browser just for the folks at home.
Oh, thank you. Tell me when you feel happy about the size.
Oh, I've got that big delay. So maybe you'll just have to
Okay,
feel
I
it out.
feel like this is probably pretty good. If it's not,
Cool.
throw it up in the chat or open the window and join us if you're doing this live. And then you don't have to squint at my screen. You can squint at your
Indeed.
own.
Yeah, this is a cooperative game, so everyone can join in. I've sent a link in our Discord server in the Redactal channel. Let me just send it in the Twitch chat right now as well. So everyone can follow that link and play along with us. It'll be a good time. Like Jared said, we're trying to guess a Wikipedia article. So we've got an article here that has most of the words redacted, and kind of like Wheel of Fortune. You guess things. If the thing you guessed is in the article, it fills in, and then your goal is to guess the title. Player
Berkeley,
191 joined the game.
there are so many emojis
Fantastic.
I've never seen before in the Twitch chat. This is frightening. I regret clicking the emoji button. Also, welcome to the game. It has begun.
It
Oh,
has begun.
I forgot we've got little symbols. Who's who?
I'm horse.
You are horse. I'm probably owl then. And that will be my guess. Owl. Wow, now we've got two identical little chicken people. Welcome. Whoa, theory. What? Okay.
Sounds like we have left the realm of reality. Oh,
Or
if you
we've
scroll down a bit, I see some equations, I think.
entered the realm of sitcom television. Nope. Yeah, there are some equations with exponents. Hmm. Theory. The blank of mathematics. That blank blank is blank blank theory. Well, have we said number yet? We have said number. Okay. And what about Berkeley? Do you think it would give us theorem if you said theory? Or are those different enough?
Good question. It's pretty surprising on the matching. Did I spell it right? I probably didn't.
Ah, I got you.
Oh, nice. I spelled it wrong after you had spelled it right. That's perfect. Good job, Berkeley.
Peak levels of competency. Okay, it's definitely got some. Well, it's looking like it's got some Cartesian coordinate stuff. So let's look, and it's also got some summation like calculus. Um, Differential. Did we already say equations? Differential equations. The hardest math class I had to take.
I'm glad I got to skip that one. They did make me take more math classes than I needed by any stretch of the imagination, but I got to skip differential equations.
Yeah, I do envy you. The title is 5 letters long, by the way. Thank you for that, Meg. Uh, hmm.
Got okay. According to what I'm seeing on my screens, we've got more people in the Redactle game than we have in Twitch, which is beautiful.
That
I'm
is
sure it's
beautiful.
not accurate, but I would love it if it were. I know you're all texting your friends the links saying, hey, get in on this.
Everybody, block party in the Redactle server. I'm really curious. So that first sentence, you get through the past the first comma and the first set of parentheses, and then it says is a blank for blank 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 blank. But is a blank for, I would think, is a name for, is a word for.
Should we grab a hint on that?
Yeah.
Oh, let's try term.
Term.
No, someone already got it. Okay, I'm gonna grab a hint. It's a tool.
Oh. Very interesting. That completely changes the types of things I'm thinking this could be. Uh, proof? Nope. I was just about to say analyzing. That's a good math term.
I mean, just because I said it doesn't mean it was spelled right.
You spelled it right. You got it.
Oh, sweet.
Did we already say describing?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good one with zero. Uh, yeah.
But Barma joined the game. Here we go. He's gonna save us.
Measure, measure. Did we already talk about linearity? Well, apparently we don't need to. Integral. Berkeley, did you have to do linear algebra?
I did. Yeah, that was my last math class.
I still find it very confusing, some of the concepts.
Yeah, there was some pretty abstract stuff in there. It started off easy enough. Like, here's how to multiply 16 numbers by 16 numbers. Just like, I hate it, but that's fine. And then from there, it just got weird. I think the most valuable thing I got from that class is really understanding the word orthogonal to the
There
point
you
where I could
go.
use it in a sentence not about numbers. But, that wasn't worth 3 credits.
Yours was 3 credits? I think ours was only 2.
Oh, interesting. Okay, Megan in the chat says she doesn't like this one. I am feeling the same way. Let's grab another hint or two. See if we can move on to something more in our wheelhouse. Jared, where do you think we should get a hint?
I want to that first sentence, either one of the parentheses words or something after the is a tool for.
All right. So interestingly, we can't do the second parenthesis word. So that must be the like a transformation of the word that's in the title.
Okay.
Um,
Well, there you go.
was the least helpful hint. Okay. Is a tool for systematically.
Sorting. Sort already. Good job, Berkeley, with that one.
Thank you.
Uh,
I spent the whole 2 years of grad school sorting data, so that was just right where my mind went.
hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna say let's wait for 10 more guesses to come in, and then I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
Chief? Who guessed Chief? One of our anonymous players.
Yeah, that's what
Tracking
I thought,
data. Oh,
Meg.
Meg
That's what I
cheated. Come
thought.
on. I said we were
Oh.
gonna give up in 10 guesses. Maybe there's a delay. All right. Good try.
So
Um,
this sounds like it's some sort of strange way to talk about having a data structure. Huh. Okay. It's impressive that I cheated. Nice. All right.
um, all right. Sorry, I'm getting the next link ready. We've got Faithful Brief Oyster coming right up.
Hopefully brief as in short, not shorts. Okay.
Oh,
This
that
one
was
is a
clever.
double word title here. I see an italicized off in the second paragraph. This is making me think that it might be some type of media. Show gets a lot of hits here.
I agree, Megan Suzumu. That is impressive. Getting it even with the reverse Google search.
Film gets a lot of hits as well. Okay, I think it might be a movie based on that because they're saying the film was a. Wow. Okay, it is a very famous human being. Good work, team.
Meg didn't cheat that time. It's hard to know when to believe her, but ostensibly didn't cheat. Okay, Panicky Proud Lamp.
King of blank. So I tried Elvis and then did King of Pop, which is MJ, of course. Yeah, that's fair. Although there's a lot of things that you could be king of, but with the pop culture or the media tilt, I think that was a really good guess. I don't think I would have gotten there myself. I haven't
I
thought
think
about
we'd already
Michael
gotten
Jackson since I
Singer
was like
from the first line.
10. Oh, yeah. Well, fair. All right. Moving on to the next one.
I don't like this. This is short.
That's what I was just about to say. It's very. The first paragraph is pretty compact.
It's a species of plant, I think, or maybe a class. I did not know genera was the plural of genus.
Me neither.
Family of plants in the southern hemisphere. Do we have Control Alt and Delete here?
Yeah, he'd probably know. He would probably know.
I'm really curious what the third word is. The blank blank, a family of plants. Like, how is that third word not is or are?
Was? Maybe it's extinct?
Oh, were. There it is. Oh, no.
Nope.
It's 4 letters.
Huh. Let's guess it. Let's hint it.
Hint it. Form.
Oh. Okay, so it's a plural then. So it's gonna have that weird AE ending probably. Okay, so in the first paragraph, there's a sentence that starts with well known. Something genera include blank, 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 and blank. So I don't know. I don't know if this is like flowers, but if we want to guess some well known to regular
Yeah, that's a
people
great idea.
items, like,
Should I grab a hint on the first one?
yeah. Of course it's science names.
So we know this is in the southern hemisphere. That's most of like Pacific Islands, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, South America.
Yeah, I'm very stumped by this. Protea. There's something down here that says fern-like. All right. I'm going to spend our last hint here.
Do it. Predominantly. Okay, I think since we don't even recognize like the main species or the main genuses, I've got little confidence we can guess the name.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Chat, raise of hands, give up or keep suffering.
Megan cheated and knows it.
Okay, Meg, tell us, is this something that you would have recognized if you'd been given the title? You will not get it. That's what I wanted to
Okay.
know. Okay.
Proteaceae. Susie Moose says no way she's heard of it. It is pretty though. Uh, like the flowering plant itself is pretty, or the name? Because I that name gives me a bit of a headache. That's 6 letters in a row, and 5 of them are E or A.
The nuts of Macadamia integrifolia are widely grown commercially and consumed.
Oh, she says the plant itself is pretty. Is it? How do you feel about doing a Google image search live, Jared?
Let's do it. Let's do it. What do we got? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what stage of life this picture on the left is. That's pretty. The one on the right looks like someone tried to be a sunflower and just did not get it at all. So, somewhere between the two, it must be beautiful and full bloom like this one on the right. That's a nice look. All
Oh,
right.
nice.
Well,
Yeah, I just finally can see it now. And yeah, that's lovely.
now we know. All right.
Neato. All right. You ready for another one?
Well, hit me.
Okay. This is the daily one from today. I did this earlier in the day and I was not able to get it, but it was really interesting. And I wanna see how far we can get as a group. Some of my coworkers were able to get it. I play Redactle with my coworkers every day. We all do the daily Redactle and send each other our scores.
This is this like a two-letter thing?
It is a 2 letter thing. Oh, if you go up to the settings, you can toggle a switch. That'll just make it always show. Meg says, so I can't cheat. No, I will not cheat. Ooh, good guess with syllable. Ooh, I'm seeing those words I haven't seen since I took linguistics classes. Labial and dental. Phonemes. This is good stuff. Jared, did you know that I almost got a linguistics minor?
I did not know that.
I took like 4 classes for it, and then talked to an academic advisor, and he was like, "What do you want to do with it?" And I said, "Eh," and he said, "Probably not then." So then I never took any more linguistics classes.
Yeah, that's tough because that is something that's very cool and provides insight into a fundamental part of humanity, but it doesn't feed the ever growing, ever expanding shareholder value pit
Mm.
as much.
Yeah, it's interesting combining that with like my AI experience because from like the 1950s until the early 2000s, a lot of the AI progress related to language and voice was all done by linguists who happened to know programming rather than programmers who were doing cool AI stuff. But these days, it's just like you make something like ChatGPT by just having a huge data set and running math on it. Kind of took out the human touch and intuition.
Can you say that again? I completely spaced out, and you ended with human touch and intuition, and I went, "Oh, that sounds like it was something really interesting. Why did I not pay attention?"
I thought maybe I was just saying something too depressing, and so you're trying to move on.
No.
Um, I was just saying that for a long time, all the cool AI stuff around text and speech was all done by linguists who were programming on the side as a hobby. Um, and these days, it's just like all data and math. And so, like, the linguistics expertise is unfortunately not as, it's not like driving the progress as much as it used to.
That's really interesting. So it used to be that it was a tool to analyze language, and now it's kind of been co-opted and generalized or specialized for a bunch of other different applications, I guess.
Partially that, and then also partially, even if you wanted to just generate text, you used to do it by knowing a lot about language and understanding the rules, and then like writing those rules in code. And now it's just like make a billion numbers, all learn the math that it takes to look like it knows what it's talking about.
Interesting. Problem solving through compute power.
Hmm.
Common usage. Nope. Common. Hmm. This is another tricky one. We've still got all three hints. So if you guys have a specific area you'd like to see a hint, let me know.
Uha is a good guess. Sorry, not trying to like lead you in any specific direction. Just like if you're thinking about a sound or syllable that deserves its own Wikipedia page, ha is a good candidate.
Oh, very interesting. So this is something because it's linguistics, it applies. Well, maybe it's saying because it's linguistics doesn't actually make a logical sentence, but um, this is something that is somewhat universal, it seems like. It's not just an English thing.
Yeah, definitely not a specific to English thing.
Okay. We've got some sentences in quotation marks in the, I don't know what that would be, underneath the subtitle origin and something. And one of them is filled out, "It is so." Another one is, "Let it be so." Ah, this is so interesting.
Still got 3 hints.
Berkeley, did I spell linguistic correctly?
It sure looks like it.
Hmm. A blank sound. Okay, I got you. A sacred sound. That is not at all what I expected. Nice. Hinduism. Here, hitting us up. Huh. Well, that's a neat fact.
Nice. Got it. Meg says she didn't cheat this time either. Every time she says that, I'm not sure.
Well, she's actually just so smart. Anytime I tell people about you, I say, "Yeah, she's the smartest person I've ever met."
Oh man, Meg sent a chat that got censored. It turned out to just be shut up.
How many have you
We need to
guessed,
turn our
Jared?
censors down, I think.
I have made a lot of guesses. I have maybe only actually solved one. That is true. That is, you have guessed more than me, especially with the help of Google. And I'm proud of you.
All right, we're gonna do another more tailored one. Nice job, team. When I was trying to do that this morning, I was just like I was too excited. I didn't give it the time it deserved. Ooh, Susie Moo and Meg are gonna go finish Baldur's Gate 3 on honor mode, I think, or at least get close. They've been so Baldur's Gate, when it came out, it had 3 difficulty levels, and people complained that the hardest one was not hard enough, and so they added a 4th difficulty level where enemies had even more hit points. They gave them some special actions they could do, and they made it so that you couldn't really save your game, um, or you couldn't reload saves. So if you don't like how something went, you can't go back, and if you die, it just like takes you out of honor mode. So they've gotten through the whole game without dying or regretting their choices. Pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive. Good luck fighting the brain. I don't even know. I played a little bit of that game at a friend's house, and I just have to say it seems difficult. A lot of thinking to do in the combat side of things because there's a lot of things you can do. So
Definitely.
yeah, and that is the nice thing. Suzumu says it does take time, but there's no pressure because there's no time limit on making combat choices. So if you're not overwhelmed by the sheer volume of choices, you do have time to think about it and make choices. I get to a spot in my brain sometimes when I play games like that where I can't build a cohesive strategy, so I just do the simplest thing again and again and again, and that means I usually lose.
Mm. Yeah, that's my strategy on all like real-time games. A couple days ago I played the first hour of Cyberpunk 2077, and they had this big tutorial section where you learn how to hack computers and you learn how to be stealthy and you learn all these like special combat techniques. And then it said, okay, now fight these 5 enemies and mix up all the techniques you just learned. And so I immediately pulled out my sword and just sorted them all to death.
Tried and
Spam that
true.
left click, occasionally blocked, and that was it.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
There it is. Let's
Good
go.
work. Player 790, whoever you are, you got the most correct guesses. You also did the most guesses, but percentage wise, you did really well. All right. Good luck out there, Suzumu and Meg. We believe in you.
See ya.
All right.
Okay, there's another random one. I get to play again.
Scary brainy painter. These little word strings that they come up with to give you a unique URL can be pretty entertaining.
They can. At my work, we were trying to come up with like the IDs that we were going to use for something that we were putting in the database. Someone was like, we could do a random number, which is tried and true, but what if to make it like easier to debug and read, we did a random number and then something like Redactle. So your user ID in our database could be 12345 Scary Brainy Painter. We didn't end up going with that, but we seriously debated it.
I think, wow. We had when I was working at the factory, we'd print these labels out and put them on things, and they had that where it was just random words all together as some sort of identification that would go on the label. And whoever had made it, I don't know where they were pulling words from, but occasionally it would print out swears. Um, we'd have to find them and like remove them. I don't know why they didn't just fix it to not do that, but
My advisor in grad school, right before I met her, had been working on a really cool project that got some media attention. And so someone from the local newspaper came to like interview members of the research lab. And they, most of them were filmed, and they did this long, incredible interview with one of the research assistants. But what that research assistant had been working on right before the interviewer came was filtering out swear words from some chatbot that they were making. And so his computer screen right behind him, the whole interview had just been swears, and they realized it as soon as the interviewer had left. So they like frantically called the news station and were like, "Hey, if you use that, just blur the background, please."
That's hilarious. What are they doing here with their computer screen full of swears?
It was all like green on black too, so it looks all hackery. Very funny.
Okay, this for some reason making me think of maybe a sport. Is it baseball? Nope.
I'm so glad you said that, because then I just got a string of hits.
Is a team sport played? Oh, rugby. Rugby. Is it rugby? That's not enough. That's not enough. Two teams of 7 players. Could it be cricket? It could not be cricket. And it's not baseball. Hurling? Two teams of 7. Could it be... Volleyball is very many letters. Much too many letters. Court. Okay, that's good to know. What's the one where they have the big scoops and they like throw the ball super hard with the scoops? That's like 2 players. That's not even close to 14
lacrosse?
people.
Ooh.
It's no, this instead of being like nets with poles, they're like weird like imagine the scoops that they have in the bulk food bins at Winco, but really long and curved. It's really bizarre.
You're telling me that you're not talking about lacrosse, but then you say more things that sound like lacrosse.
There's only
Or maybe
so
I don't
many
understand
words.
lacrosse.
Well, yeah, that's, I don't understand lacrosse. Jalalai. Yeah, that sounds right. I saw some dudes playing that on the TV when I was really young, and I thought that looked really fun. But, is this some sort of dodgeball? That's too many words, but, It says in the like third line of the first paragraph, it says into the opposing team's half of the court, touch out as many of the. I'm going to guess that says other or something players and return to their own half of the court. To run into the opposing team's half of the court, touch out as many of their players, and return to their own half of the court. And it's from India. Oh, I think I've seen this being played on TV.
My mom just texted me and said it's pronounced Highlight.
Highlight. Thank you. I clearly have not participated or been around it much.
Well, if it's a sport popular in India that's not cricket, I am out of ideas.
Yeah, let's use our oh kabaddi.
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 Who got that?
Uh,
Babarma. Nice.
good work, Babarma. Oh, very cool. Good work, team.
Yeah. Hey, do you mind skimming the article a bit and telling us some facts while I look up the next one?
Oh, for sure.
Set up the next game.
So you could play it in a circle style on like a circular field or standard style, which is rectangular court. And you basically send a player from the offense team into the opposing team's side of the court and they try to get all the people they can and then run back to their side without being tackled. And they have 30 seconds to do that. Um, so it's like competitive tag, basically. But, or I guess maybe you could think of it as dodgeball, except that you could tackle the ball and the ball is also a human being.
that's that's intense.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I'll have to watch some videos of this. I'm going to be saving that for later. All right.
Okay, next one we've got uptight attractive state. So before we start playing, I think we need to say, what do you think is the most uptight attractive state?
Ooh. Well, honestly, I would say Washington,
Hmm.
especially on the west side. It's beautiful, but it's super uptight and also pretty materialistic. So there's that.
Fair. I'm going with Connecticut. I've never been there, but just from what I've read,
It has the
seems right.
name. It has the name of an uptight but attractive state. Okay, the use of parentheses in that first line, especially with the empty set, is quite interesting to me.
I think the empty set is usually a bug, like that'll be a button or an icon. Oftentimes the parentheses after the title is like a pronunciation or other language, like translations.
Okay.
And then I think usually the empty parentheses is like, here's where you click to hear how the word is pronounced.
Okay. Okay. Someone guessed haiku. Okay, this one still could be anything. I'm not seeing a lot of information that's giving much context, except that it does seem to have quite a bit of history. Also, uh, the world factors in. This sentence says, and one of the most blank blank in the world. It has since become a global blank blank of blank, and one of the most blank blank in the world. Um, so whatever it is, it's like big or rare or some other type of extreme. Chanstev says first sentence makes it seem like a landmark or something. That is a thought. Yeah. Okay. So if we're going that way, maybe like thinking about geography things like roads or countries might be a way to go. Built. Okay, so is it the Eiffel Tower? Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Good one, Chance Dev, and welcome. I don't think we've seen you in the chat before.
Yeah, yeah. First
Welcome,
time.
welcome.
Welcome to the party. All right, we got time for one more. Hopefully, something
Okay.
we can guess as a team and feel good about ending it on that note.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, it's always
pressure.
a downer when you have like a fire session of Redactle and then end with one you can't get.
All right. Blank and then parentheses blank. Okay, so it's a noun. A blank is a blank of blank. Hmm. Okay, I think this might be a type of poem. There's some text partway down that says, uh, there was an old man of blank. I don't know, just the way that it's structured made it seem like it might be a poem.
Sorry, but Brahma just saw a message. There's the link in the chat
Limerick.
again.
Congratulations. Say that again, Berkeley. Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh, I was just sending the link in the chat again.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is so funny to get like the main word of the title, but not the subword of the title. chance as poem or some literary tool of some sort.
All right. I'm going to use a hint in the first sentence. And I'm going to use it on the first word in the parentheses. Oh, that's just pronunciation. Well, that was a waste.
So I think usually the word in parentheses is like for the disambiguation. Like it'll be film or uh, like the field that it belongs to.
Okay, there's something towards the bottom that says Limerick's 5-line verse. That's an interesting piece of knowledge because it's in parentheses. I'm still stumped as to what could be within the parentheses of the title.
Yeah, it's probably something dumb and just like part of Wikipedia convention rather than something that like is super informative.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use another hint. We got 2 left. Bobarma says should look up Lee Mack doing his bit about getting mugged in Limerick. I've heard this and it is pretty funny.
I'll have to look that up later. I'll share it in Discord too. Okay, the top two Google results when I search Lee Mac Limerick Mugger are a 20-second video and a 27-minute video.
The 20-second video is probably the one that you want.
Cool.
All right. We've got our last hint. Chat, if you find a place you think it would be useful, let me know. I'm stumped. I don't know what could be in that parentheses. I mean, we pretty much got it. But
Yeah, for sure we got it. We won no matter what.
but there is just some piece of it that we haven't quite grasped.
Down here, there's an example of like an equation that I think is a limerick. I'm excited to see what that is.
One of those is probably 11. Yep. One is probably square.
There it is. That's what we were missing.
It was poetry. Oh my goodness.
Classic. Who's 870? Whoever player 870 is, thank you for saving us. Okay, I'm gonna go read this equation one now. A dozen, a gross, and a score, plus 3 times the square root of 4, divided by 7, plus 5 times 11, is 9 squared, and not a bit more. That's fantastic.
Doesn't it make you a little bit mad that you just had fun doing math?
Well, I had fun reading someone else's math. Ooh,
That,
chance again. 2 for
shout out
2,
Chance.
assuming you joined us late. Well done. All right, so Redactle's a super fun game. If people are interested in sending their daily scores in the Discord server, I would also like to get into that. Chance says, you mentioned earlier that the parentheses was sometimes a category. I saw poem and poet. Figured I'd try. Nice. Good logic. Love it. Yeah, so every day there's like a custom, kind of like the Wordle. There's like a specific redactal of the day. They've been harder than I think they should be lately. But maybe I'm just bitter for not getting ohm. So feel free to do that. The whole site is free, no ads, but there's a link at the top to donate to the creator if you are interested. Looks like Ben Bob is his name on Buy Me a Coffee. So that's fun. aside from that, follow us on Twitch, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and most importantly, join our Discord server so we can chat. We love hearing from you all, hearing your book recommendations and music recommendations, and just everything else you have to share with us.
Yep, come
Anything
hang
else,
out.
Jared?
It's a good time. Um, I'm about to go watch the new Dune movie when it comes out and write a lengthy review. Probably. I loved the
Mm,
first film, so I'm hoping the second one is as good. But we'll find out. You'll find out if you join the Discord, or go watch it yourself and not care about my opinion, which is probably the better move.
that doesn't really sound like something I would do.
Oh, thanks, Berkeley. Yeah, that's all. Join us again next week. Same time, same place, and we'll announce on Instagram what we're getting it up to the day of, so you can find out if it'll be something that you like. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.